Let's visit Savannah's, a Chicago original that's put a new twist on low country cuisine. We're at Savannah's with Tim Harloff, who's the co-owner. And tell me about Savannah's.
Well, Savannah's a restaurant that features low country inspired cuisine.
And the next question is, what's that?
Well, the low country is the southeast corner of South Carolina. It runs from the southern end, which is at Savannah, Georgia, and it runs up the Sea Islands on the coast through Charleston to about 200 miles north to a place called Pawleys Island. That's the northernmost sea island.
And that goes back to the fall line.
Right, the fall line's about 80 miles inland. That's where the foothills of the mountains kind of drop off to the only coastal plain in North America.
So now the food that is indigenous to that fall line area is what makes this cuisine sort of unique. Am I right?
Sure, to a certain extent. The things that are indigenous to low country are, of course, heavily shellfish, shrimp.
It's the only plains, what do they call the?
It's the only coastal plain, the real coastal plain in North America.
Okay, and it's an interesting area historically because you've got Sephardic Jews and some French that kind of merged in there years ago.
Yeah, it was settled heavily by the Huguenot French. They were the Riviera French. They settled here, probably had the biggest cultural influence on the food. The Sephardic Jews came from Portugal. They brought things like the tomatoes, certain spices.
Tim, tell us about some of the food we've got here.
All right, let's start with this one. This is a traditional low country favorite. It's called shrimp and grits. Down there they eat it so much that they sometimes call it breakfast shrimp. They eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mm. And these little guys are having a last swim here in kind of a silky sauce. It's a shrimp stock with a little bit of sweet cream mixed in. And that's all piled over, I kind of call them Yankee grits a little bit. They're a little stiffer, but very smooth.
Good.
They're laced with a little white cheddar and topped with a little chopped scallion.
Okay.
I had shrimp and grits when I went down there to do some research at 15 different places.
You can honestly and modestly say this is the best. Tell us about your stew here, which maybe it's kind of like a bouillabaisse, but not.
Yeah, it's kind of like a low country bouillabaisse. This is called Frogmore stew. It's named after the community it was invented in. Basically what you have here, juicy shrimp here. This is andouille sausage. It's a spicy ham cut sausage. You got chunks of sweet corn, Vidalia onions from nearby Georgia, and sage baked new potatoes. And it's all kind of swimming in a really rich mushroom shellfish stock.
Okay. Let's do this next item.
All right, this one's kind of interesting. This is based on a really traditional low country dish called Hoppin' John. The low countryans eat Hoppin' John, especially on New Year's Eve. It's
chicken.
I'm sorry.
What's a Hoppin' John and chicken?
No, Hoppin' John is it's rice with black-eyed peas. It's got some melted cheddar in most cases, and it's topped with tomatoes and chopped scallion, and it's served in kind of a savory vegetable broth. Like I said, the low countryans eat it on New Year's Eve. It's supposed to bring good luck for the coming year. What we did was we took that basic dish and we kind of went around the world with it. And this particular one here is we call Hoppin' Jerk. So we took off the cheese and we basically took jerk spiced chicken, added that, and threw on some mango chutney.
Cool.
And that's our most popular application of the dish.
Now, this is the item I watched your fighting chef make in the kitchen before, and tell us about this steak.
Well, this is we call this the carpet bag steak, basically because it's stuffed like a carpet bag. It's a 9-ounce filet mignon, and it's stuffed with what's called a druxelle, basically sautéed mushroom, smoked oysters, shallots, and there's a sauce in the druxelle that's basically a deglaze of brandy and a little cream. Served with collard greens, which of course are indigenous. And this is what I like the most about it, is our combination mashed potatoes. These are Idaho mashed white Idaho mashed potatoes, and they've got a little lace of garlic, and they're topped off with mashed sweet potatoes that have a lace of fresh horseradish. The combination of the two flavors is incredible to me.
One more item. Tell me about that.
Well, that's our signature martini. We have a great martini list here, and that tops it off. That's the Savannah's martini.
Is there really any such thing as a bad martini?
Well,
okay, I won't ask now. I'm just going to take a
Not
little.
here.
Okay, there you go. Tell me about this now.
You can have that with your choice of gins or vodkas. The preference seems to be vodka. It's just an ice cold up martini with a burnt twist and a couple of cracks, a couple of turns of fresh cracked pepper. They burn the twist by squeezing the lemon oil pods over a match. You get a nice burnt lemon oil sitting on the top as well as the pepper oil. When you drink it, you take it to your nose and you breathe in while you're drinking. It's a real nice whole olfactory kind of experience.
Let's not waste this food. Let's see. First of all, we're at Savannah's. What's your address?
1156 West Grand.
What's your phone number?
It's 312-666-9944.
And you're open?
The kitchen opens at 5 o'clock in the evening for dinner. Closes at 10 Sunday through Thursday, and closes at 11 on Friday and Saturday.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Nice, Sam.
Jake in, let's go. I'm going to have some more of this. This is really
Try
pretty
this
good.
jerk.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.